I can't say I'm the most qualified person to teach art. I am no art teacher. And in fact, I'm not even an art student. I was an art student once, in high school, if that counts, but I've been called to action. And so I'll do what I can to help all you aspiring artists out there reach whatever goal it is that you have. It can be daunting to get started as an artist when there really is so much to learn. So much material out there telling you how to draw eyes and noses and flowers and cats and bunions, and it can be hard to know where to even start. But it's far from impossible, and that's where I come in. So, here it is. How to start drawing for complete beginners. Right off the bat, you should probably get out of your head the idea of drawing in any style. It's too early to even start worrying about that. Besides, even the idea of style is limiting, and eventually you'll just draw in whatever way you like, whether it has a name or not. So if you've ever tried to draw something before, and I assume you have at some point, you've probably noticed that it doesn't come out the way you see it or how you imagine it. It's because you don't know how to see. Well, not literally, I assume. What I mean is when a regular, non-artsy person sees something, like, say, a chair, they quickly recognize the chair shape and how chairily it all is and move on. You don't see the distance between the legs or the fine decals and the rims because that would take too much of your time in daily life. So when you go and try to draw a chair right in front of you, what you end up drawing is how you imagine a chair, like a stock chair photo for your brain. Learning to see is the difference between drawing stick figures and figures of sticks, and it applies to drawing cartoons too. Alright, you say. So I need to learn to see what's really out there, but what am I looking for? Excellent question, hypothetical student. And the answer couldn't be more simple, yet amazing. Shapes. Everything is shapes. A pot is not a pot, but a cylinder and a rod. A bottle is a cylinder and a cone. A birdcage, for instance, is just a bunch of boxes and triangles. Even people are made up of shapes, though most of us are a bit more complex than a pot or a birdcage. The number depends on how detailed you're getting. So let's say you wanted to draw something simple like a narwhal. Well, what do you see? Well, the head is a circle, of course, and then the body's sort of like a teardrop. Then the fins could be 4 little diamonds. And then the horn is a cone. But that just doesn't look right. What's missing? You've probably heard of them when people talk about drawing bodies or resizing photos, things like that. But even narwhals have them. Don't just look at the shapes, but how big those shapes are compared to the others. We can see that the body is about as long as the head, and the fins are half of a head each. Now you just clean it up a bit, and there. You have yourself an adorable little narwhal. If you want to draw anything more complex than a 2-dimensional narwhal, then you'll need to actually know what the 3-dimensional shapes are supposed to look like. There are approximately a buttload of different shapes that you could draw, but pretty much a box, sphere, and cylinder are the most important. So those are the ones you should learn first. Drawing form, which is 3D shape, is the same sort of thing as drawing chairs at first. Probably different than what you think. Except for from directly above or below, a box's top is shaped like a diamond. Just like a 2D rectangle, the sides are always parallel to the one across from it. Then you draw the corners, which are also parallel to each other, and the bottom, which is just 2 lines. And wouldn't you know it, those two are parallel to their friends up top too. A cylinder is actually pretty much the same. Start out with an oval, which of course is just a circle seen from an angle, then bring the corners down. Now this is the hard part. For the bottom you have to draw the same curve as the top, as if it was parallel too. And that's it. Those two forms together, along with spheres, which are easy because those are just circles, make up most of the things that you'll want to draw. Sometimes they're bulgy or contorted, especially when you're drawing animals or people. But knowing what these 3 forms look like will take you actually pretty far in learning to draw anything that you want. Practice seeing shapes and proportions and remember the forms. And just draw lots of stuff. Really, that's all it is. At least for now.